Let's talk about the Oscar fish. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Shane. Welcome back to Pet Paradise, where today, guys, I'm here to talk to you guys about how to take care of the Astronatus ocellatus.
What did you say?
Or for those of you who have no idea what I just said and are in total confusion right now, I'm talking about the Oscar fish, or the water dog. Now, if you guys are you're interested in the Oscar fish, or you just love pets in general, or you're just a person that has been raising Oscars since forever and you literally will watch anything that has the name Oscar in it, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First thing I want to talk about on the Oscar fish, let's talk about where they come from. They come from South America, which means they do require warm waters, and you will need a heater. Just a little heads up and a warning from now. Tank size, I would say for these guys, you're going to have to do a 75-gallon minimum. I do say this with a little bit of regret because I do know in the comments you guys are going to give me backlash. But honestly, I think a 75 is fine because it gives the Oscars plenty enough room for them to get as big as they can. These guys can get huge, but I'll get back to you on that when I talk about their behavior and just about them in general. Filtration wise, I would not go anything under a canister filter. Canister filters, you're going to need 2 of those either way because these guys just produce massive amount of mess, hence the name water dog. You could do a tank sump if you're not afraid to drill your tank, but if not, just go with 2 canister filters. You'll just be just fine, and that's only for 1 Oscar. If you want to do 2 Oscars, I would say over 100 gallons, maybe a 150. 2 Oscars, 200 gallons plus 3 Oscars, 300, and you get the point. The more Oscars, the more gallons. Water parameters, like I said before, they do need a heater, so don't think you can get away with just, water, starting off with warm water, and then they like the temperature range around 75 to 82. Technically, if you were to Google it, you would get 70 as the lowest, but with lowest, you'll get different diseases like hole in the head or even ick. Those are the 2 common types in Oscars, found in Oscars. You might find different types though, just saying. It's not impossible to find other ones that I can't really name off the top of my head, but you will find other ones as well. But hole in the head and ick are just the 2 that you're gonna find for sure. pH, you do not want to go anything lower than 7. I know when you Google it, you will find around 6. But for me with pH, guys, I don't like playing around with that kind of stuff. So whatever they say is the nice spot for them, that's what I do. I have mine around 7.2, 7.3. That's the last time I checked, which was actually Wednesday when I did my water change. They can handle fluctuation all the way up to 8, but when you see around 8, that's when you're kind of getting a little dangerous. Water changes, you do want to keep up with those. 75 gallons, obviously, smaller the tank, more water changes you're going to have to do, and so on and so forth. So I'm not really going to get much into that. If you guys do have a question or whatever, just saying throughout the video, drop it down below. Let's talk about their size and behavior. These guys get massive, but don't get me wrong, these guys are stunning when they're big. I've seen some around even 10 inches, not even their full size. They're beautiful. You'll find them in the pet store around this small. You won't find them anything bigger than that. Their growth rate is very fast. You can find that if you give them the right water parameters, the good enough food, all that stuff, all the filtration, and the right size of tank. Let me just point that out. The right size of tank as well. You can have them getting in within 10 inches the first year. They can go from inch a month, and then once they hit that 10-inch mark, they get an inch a year growth, which can be around 12 to 14 inches. Rarely you can find some at 16 inches. I've found some around 16 inches, but most of the time you're gonna find them around 12 to 14 inches. At least that's what I hope Sunshine can get as big. Behavior-wise, these guys can be very mean, very bossy, and they can also be nice. Like Sunshine's one of the Oscars that are really nice, but that being said, she's only a juvenile. They tend to get their personality discovered more when they're older. Sunshine right now, she's very good because I've grown her up with different tank mates. So realistically, I can see her becoming a very friendly type of Oscar when she grows up. But like I said, these guys have so much personality, they're unpredictable. It's not uncommon to see them sulking around when you're doing water changes. They do tend to do that. So if you see them lying down when you're doing your water changes or just any point of time, that just basically tells you that they're stressed, or maybe they're just taking a little rest or something like that. You can basically tell what they're feeling based on that. Because these guys are just personable fish. They have big, huge personalities. They want attention. They want all that kind of stuff. Like I said, going back on the name, water dog. Tank mates, I would say keep them with cichlids that can hold their own, or even fish itself that can hold their own, as well as fish that are in the same vicinity. Excluding the Jack Dempsey, because I do see that a lot of people will keep them with Jack Dempseys, and they're perfectly fine, even though I know Jack Dempseys are Central American cichlids and these guys are South American cichlids. But evermore, they just work out. Do not have tank mates in a 75-gallon with them, though. That's when you're for sure going to find death. Have them in, I would say, 100 gallons or more. Like maybe if you have one Oscar and one Jack Dempsey in a 120-gallon, that's also fine. Is that they do jump. Not a lot of people, I watch a lot of Oscar videos, a lot of people would definitely like hover over it for a second and then move on. But I'm going to emphasize this because I will tell you, my friend Cole, I don't know if you guys watched any of my videos in the past. If you haven't, what is wrong with you? Go watch my videos. He used to have Oscars before those ones that are in his tank that he used to have. And all of them he lost to jumping. And the reason why is because not a lot of people take too serious about how powerful these guys are. Take precautions the first time, get a strong lid. Diet, these guys are omnivores, but heavy protein omnivores. What that means is that they will prefer a lot of protein, but it's also good to have a little bit of greens in their diet. So that's why I like to stay to a cichlid staple diet, where that way, and not those carnivore pellets, only because the carnivore pellets are just protein, straight out flat protein. You can feed them live foods such as tilapia. I don't feed Sunshine tilapia, but I do feed her shrimp, worms, crickets, different insects I can find in the backyard, obviously that I know are safe for them, but any insects you can find for that matter, go ahead and throw them in and watch the Oscar destroy it. And if they don't eat it, obviously it's not for them. But I mean, half the time they will eat everything you put in their tank. I think that's about it I have for the Oscar fish. If you guys do have any more questions, don't forget to leave them down below. I will get back to you. And if you guys are new here, welcome to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Shane Danraj. I am working on building a pet paradise. That's why it's called Shane's Pet Paradise. And I basically help educate other people as much as I can to basically love animals and not abuse them. I want to try to stop a lot of animal abuse that's happening around the world by educating one person at a time. So yeah, if you guys are new and you guys enjoy animals, or you love fish or anything, because this channel is going to suit everybody's needs just for that matter. So if you guys want to stick around, the subscribe button is down below. Share it with your friends. Leave a like if you enjoy the video. That also helps me out. And obviously, if you guys want to know when another video is gonna come up, turn on your post notifications, so as soon as I post a video, you'll be the first to know. That's all I have to say, guys. Love animals, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.